And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. An AL West matchup on the show. It's the Texas Rangers and the Los Angeles Angels. Well, Singy, we get to see the most powerful hitter in the league in this one. He's got home run power, baby.
Who doesn't like bombs, Boo? This guy has wowed the crowds all season. Yeah, get your popcorn ready.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And today's starter, Jesus Luzardo. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you know, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Makes the catch, and there's one gone. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Dalton Varsho.
Well, he's got an 11-game hit streak going right now, Boog. I mean, that means he's hitting lefties, righties, submariners, starters, relievers, you name it. He's very comfortable in the box, and that's such a great place to be as a hitter. Makes you excited to come to the ballpark every day.
James Wood in the box here lets that one go for a ball. One out, bases empty. A changeup missing, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just missed. And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Runner on the goal. Throw to second. Save.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
On the ground to third, Westberg. Throw to first in time. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot. Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side.
I think the key is...
Back here with my pal Siggy. And on the mound for Texas in this one, Matt Strom. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low 3s. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
Jeremy Pena, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. The shortstop takes the ball. In there at the knees for a strike.
Really nice spot there on that 2-0 to get back in the count. I mean, the hitter's looking to turn on something, but tough pitch like that, he's just going to take it.
Hit in the air out to center field. And he makes the catch. And there's one away. Gleyber Torres up to the plate. Hammered down the right side, but foul. One down, base is empty. And that is out of play. The pitch. That's inside. Gets under it and pops it up. Diaz. And there's 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Harper now. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. First pitch, and he just misses.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Fly ball center field. Abrams settles under it, nabs it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. Back here at Angel Stadium, all set for the start of the inning. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Hit in the air, left field. Grichuk flashes the leather on the running catch. So digging in, Brian De La Cruz.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Out to short, Pena. 2 away now. Out. 2 outs, base is empty. Andrew Vaughn now. Misses outside, and that is ball 1. Ripped on a line. Makes the catch, inning over. And the Rangers set down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Back in Anaheim, bottom half of inning number 2. Anthony Santander at the plate. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play.
Strom has a pretty cool hobby. Collects baseball cards of players who hit home runs off of them. I love the reason he does it. He tells people, if you hit a home run against me, you're good enough to collect.
Fouled off down the right side. That misses. Now 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Randall Grichuk now. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Jack Sawinski, the next to hit for the Angels. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Late swing, foul to the left. Line drive, base hit, right center field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
And here is Jordan Walker on the ground to third. They get the force, and that is that. Angels strand one. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Luzardo back to work. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Base knock center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Runner at first with no outs here. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Just off the outside edge. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, Billy, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Luzardo winds and deals. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's back there. Bangs off the wall. Lead runner around second. And he's got a double. Relay to third.
No, he's safe.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So two in scoring position with one out. Next up for Texas, James Wood. Golden opportunity right here. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Heim at third. Abrams at second with one away. And that's downstairs. And that's ball one.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down.
And a ground ball to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Yandy Diaz now at the plate. Grounded out his first time up. And ball one.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Outside low. And that's ball two. Top of the third, no score. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
To third. Over to Diaz. One up, one down. And next for L.A., Dylan Dingler. Dingler measures 6 feet 2 inches, 210 pounds, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. Yeah, big swing and a miss. That one fouled off. And misses inside. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's two gone.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Varsho settles under this one. Hauls it in to end the inning. On to the fourth, still scoreless. On to the fourth, now the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Just missed. Pulls that one foul.
No. This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
He's got it. One away. Dalton Varsho stepping in for the Rangers. And there's a foul ball. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2. Inside, just missed.
Excellent arm action on that two-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
De La Cruz stands in here, takes ball one low. Varsho leads off first with one away. And that's in there at the knees. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure.
And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 1 hit, 1 left. On now to the bottom of the fourth. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Wood on his way over. Hauls it in for the out. Here comes Bryce Harper. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Harper with another scorching run of play lately. One down, base is empty.
That's a ball. We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him. Ball 2.
Next pitch misses way outside. Swinging a foul straight back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Line and a base hit into right. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
He was all over that one. We've all seen a defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. He's 0 for 1. In there for strike one. Swung on, belted. That one's carrying. Gone. That's worth the price of admission. It's 2-0. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boone. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Base is empty, one away. Randall Grichuk, the next to hit for the Angels. And first offering is fouled off. And that's outside. Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the catch. 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Sawinski now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Swing and a miss.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
One, two.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Suarez makes the grab, and that is that. 2-run shot for the Angels this inning. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. On the ground and foul ball.
Well, these Rangers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it on to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
The Angels up by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit.
No ball. 1 strike.
The 0-1. Hit in the air. Left field. Corrals it. And that is that. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Activity in the bullpen. Ryan Barucki appears to be getting loose. Murphy getting loose as well. And the lefty with the 0-1. That clips the corner. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch. And the Rangers manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Matt Strom will depart, and a decent effort considering he's normally a reliever. Back with the new pitcher in a minute. The new pitcher in the game, Penn Murphy.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Jordan Westberg, the next to hit for the Angels. Grounded out his first time up. Fastball right back to the mound. Handles, throws to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. So in now for the Angels, Dylan Dingler. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That's a strike across the top of the zone. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And that one in the air center field. Varsho makes the play, and it's out number 3. Back here at Angel Stadium, all set for the top of the 6th. Now the number 2 hitter, James Wood. Luzardo back to work. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider's more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Yandy Diaz now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The Halos trying to protect a 2-run lead, and we're the top half of the 6th. That one a little bit high, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
just off the outside edge.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And there's ball 4.
Take your base.
Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. 0 for 2 in this one. Suarez, 33 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Misses again, 5 in a row. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Just missed.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Diaz at first, 1 gone. Got him. Making 7 strikeouts for him.
Well, it's great execution to get that fastball inside. If you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate, but perfectly located. He threw it with conviction. You absolutely do not want to leave it out over the plate.
And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Fouled off. He was late. Yeah, that's fouled off. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Good eye in that spot. Out to short, Pena. They take the force out, 3rd out, and that ends the frame. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. Angels 2 and the Rangers nothing.
I'm about to shake up the system. I'm about to do something different. I'm about to change up the game.
And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. And now the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Popped up. De La Cruz on his way in. Makes the grab, 1 down. Gleyber Torres up to hit.
Could be a big moment for him right here. He's sitting on 999 hits. 1 away from adding a comma to that total.
Clips the corner. Strike 1. Liner to second. It picked on the hop. Over to Diaz. And Gleyber Torres retired. 2 down, bases empty. And now here is Harper. 1 for 2. That's a strike. 0-1. Harper recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Next offering is fouled back.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
That misses the zone, and the count 1-2. Two down, nobody on. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's back. Out of here. He leaves the yard to right. His 54th home run of the season. It's 3-0.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run. Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
Now, Anthony Santander. Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the bottom of the 6th. It's through for a hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
On the ground to third. They get the force. Inning over. But the Angels add to the lead on this solo blast. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Kyle Leahy. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Ball to strike. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
2-2.
That pitch just misses the inside corner. 3-2 down. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now it's the DH, Andrew Vaughn. First offering, and it just misses.
1 ball.
Bases empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Strike on the inside corner. That one the other way, and that's just foul. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. 1 down, bases empty. Outside low. The count now 2-2. Goes down looking.
Man, he had the stanky leg on that one right there. That curveball just locked him up.
Here's the catcher to hit, Jonah Heim. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Say goodbye to that one. He hammers one out to center, and they cut into the deficit. It's 3-1.
For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
So 2 down, and now Ezekiel Duran. Breaking ball inside. 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering upstairs. There's the strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
High fly ball, right field. Walker under it. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Eric Swanson.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
So in now for the Angels, Jack Sawinski. And the pitch. Foul ball. Strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it drops in. And the leadoff man aboard. Jordan Walker, the next to hit for the Angels. Walker hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there. First offering, runner goes. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Late on that fastball.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Man at second. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
I feel like that's one of those rules in baseball that's tough to explain the logic behind. If you're talking to a new fan or someone trying to learn the game, it's like, wait, what? The batter struck out, but he still gets to be on first base?
Yeah, I hear you. It's a weird one. Plus, the pitcher gets credit for the strikeout. It's an offer for the batter. But, of course, no out is actually recorded. Kind of one of those, just trust me, let's move on situations. Here's the Angels catcher, Dylan Dingler.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a foul out of play. Pickoff move to second, and he's back in easily. Sawinski over at second. Walker over at first with 1 away. That one misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That's off the mark, and it's 3-2.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a 3-2. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Jeremy Pena. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. Just missed.
1-0.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Fought off foul. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Varsho has a beat on it. Brings it in. And the inning is over. Angels strand a couple, but they still lead it 3-1. We go to the 8th. Stepping in, C.J. Abrams. Tyler Holton will take over here.
And he's had a tough go of it against left-handed batters this year. They've been hitting him hard, so we'll see how he does here.
Towards first, Santander steps on first for the out.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
No.
Wood in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. To the right side, and he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over. The throw comes in too late, and he reaches safely.
Looked to me like he kind of let the ball play him instead of playing the ball, and it just ate him off. Hands get stiff, and even the best infielders make these kinds of mistakes. You just have to learn from it and move on.
Holton checks on first.
He's in there.
And he's just back in. Oh, close play. Now a chance for Yandy Diaz. That's down and in.
1 ball.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're at the top of the 8th. Swing and a high fly ball right field. He hauls it in, 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. First pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
1-1.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around second is Wood. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Well, back within one as he brings home the run. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
So a change being made out at second. Entering as the pinch runner, Joey Loperfido. Next to hit, Dalton Varsho.
No.
Close one, doesn't get the call.
No
Ball
strike.
one. Loperfido stands at second with 2 gone. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
This one high in the air to left center. Grichuk drops into the glove, and that's the 3rd out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Yennier Cano.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa now in the game as he takes over 3rd. Well, 1-run game. Here is Gleyber Torres. 0 for 3 in this one. Line to left, and there's one away. Here's Bryce Harper. He's already homered in this game. Left out to center field. That's well struck. That one back. And it is gone. Another homer. Home run number 55 on the year. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-2. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. It's singing. It tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
1 out, bases empty. So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. That one inside,
1-0.
and it's 1-0. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 1-1. Bullpen action for the Rangers. Ryan Borucki getting ready to go. Pagan getting cranked up as well. Next pitch is outside. Next offering is fouled back. That
Ball
one
3.
off the mark. Ball 3.
Full count.
On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Sends it to first. And there are 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Randall Grichuk. Foul ball there. Two outs.
1-1.
And it's fouled away. Outside with a breaking ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Last chance coming up here for the Rangers. Back in Anaheim, all set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the right fielder, Brian De La Cruz. Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Justin Martinez.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than one per inning.
That one at triple digits.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
And that one fouled off. And there's a ball.
Good location, good tape. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
That's to third. Throws to first. Now one gone in the ninth.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what it was supposed to do.
Now here's the Rangers DH, Andrew Vaughn. That one ripped. It gets down a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Waste no time there. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it. And that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Now here is Jonah Heim in there at the knees. That's strike one. Ball one there.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the ninth. Pitch misses. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now one out remaining for Texas.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels extend their winning streak to 5 in a row.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can. Perhaps push it up to double digits.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.
it.